Hey all, Board Game Rants here. We'll find everything solo, tabletop gaming, and more. Let's dig into a little unboxing, a little overview of Teotihuacan Late Preclassic Period. Let's get in it. Perhaps you can see I've got the base game on. I've played it a couple times against Teotibot, the solo mode, and one of my favorites. This was one of my favorite solo games of 2018. And now I've got this delicious looking expansion. Let's see if we can pop this thing open. And there we go. Got it. And let's see what we have here. As usual, I have taken a peek-see at the PDF book. And I know we got some extra markers here because we're going to have some extra things to mark with this expansion. I believe these beautiful looking worshippers are now going to be what go on our worship tracks rather than these markers. We get to put these handsome fellas here, or pretty gals, or whatever you want to call them. Got a lot of, well, a lot of extra. Those are big bags. Huh. A lot of extra big bags. And okay, we got the manual. Let's check it out. This seems to be pretty straightforward as I've been looking at it and seeing it. It's a modular expansion. So you can pick and choose, and I think there's 5 or 6. Or does it say here? Here we go. Ooh, looks like there's 5. So there's 5 different modules, and you can pick and choose which ones you want to include in your game. It suggests you only try 1 or 2 at a time. Here's where it says the new components. You got your wooden worshippers instead of discs. And because the remaining wooden discs are going to be used as technology markers and to mark abilities acquired on the temple depicted on the expansion board. We got a new temple here, folks. We got an orange temple. And let's keep going. Well, let me just show you the rest of this here. This, of course, just goes over each of the modules and also how Teotibot is incorporated in it. And about half of these, I feel like there's almost no change, which is sweet because Teotibot's always, not challenging to run, but it just, until you get used to it, it's a bit of a challenge. Here you can see there's a chunk of solo rules to have to incorporate with, what would that be? Probably with module 2 here. But that is where it looks like the orange temple gets introduced. And you can see you're going to be replacing this normal board number 6 with the new board number 6. And going through again, we got Seasons of Progress, like a little event thing that you have to deal with each eclipse. Another way that, so here Teotibot is, I think there's like 8 different seasons that can occur during a eclipse, or just 1 per eclipse, but there's 8 different ones. And there's only 3 of them where Teotibot has to incorporate. The other ones there's not affected. So I guess I'm for it and against it. On one hand, I'd like to see, what's Teotibot going to do with this one? But then I don't think I'd like the extra bookkeeping all the same. So here we go. This module does not alter Teotibot's decoration action, which is great. It just you've got a new decorations board here, a little thing where you put your seasons, where you can put your pyramid tiles, where you can put your decorations. There's a separate board now. Here's another thing where the pyramid number 8 board is actually there's no 8 board. It's just number 8's always just been pre-printed, but you're going to actually be able to cover it up like we've been to do with all the other boards, or almost all the other boards, with this new build a pyramid kind of board number 8. So that's pretty dang cool. Interested to see what that is all about. And so module 5 here, Pyramid of the Sun, brand new engineering techniques, a new development action board. Very cool. And so again, where it says Teotibot rules, this does not alter Teotibot's construction action. All right, and there's the guy, David Turchi, and pumping out sweet solo variants for lots of games. Yeah, it's interesting. You got some expert pyramid rules here, and then one of its main modules is adding these priests and priestesses and priestesses, and so each one is explained here as far as asymmetrical stuff that they add to a player's abilities. So a whole appendix on that, and then yep, it's got some new explanations on some of the newer iconography, what it means perhaps. Okay, moving on. Let's see here. We've got some, oops, well, let's see here. Let's go back at it. Well, that's an interesting punch board right there. It's a little framey. We'll just remove that right off the bat. And this is, well, this is bigger than I thought it would be. So this is the orange temple, and as you move up on this orange temple, you instead of getting little extra goodies like you used to with the red and the green and the blue here, just extra goodies each time you went up. This one, you'll actually be unlocking powers, abilities as you move up this track. And so that's intriguing. We'll see how that plays out. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, here's some of the boards. So here's, what's this one? Got, so here's the pyramid one. Yep, this one is going to be placed on the baseboard like so. And now it looks like all the costs are the same to build, oh, starting down here, I guess. But instead of just kind of this, you know, putting workers, and based on how many workers, it decides how many pyramid blocks you can build. It's got a little bit more of a detail to it. This is, you know, it feels a lot more like the collecting wood section or whatnot. It's built in a similar fashion there, and you got some extra goodies here. Ooh, you can unlock locked workers or worshippers. Anywho, very cool, very cool. Let's see here. Aha. Oh yeah, so those worshippers that I was pointing at, then that would probably be, I don't know, would these guys then be put on these tracks? Is that what those are for? Probably, because that'll make it a lot easier to tell, you know, what's unlocked and what's not. So I'll bet you that's oh, I don't know, but that would be cool if that is actually, that probably is what those are for, isn't it? Huh? Because there's 4 of them. So okay, anyway, back at this, and again, okay, so here's number 7. Here's number 7 of old, the decorations board, and now we're going to be replacing that with, again, another, you know, where we put down dice, and it's going to give us a variety of actions and ways to build, place decorations on the pyramid there. So very cool, very cool. And moving on. All right, what's this? Okay, so this is going to be replacing number 9, it looks like, and adding, oh yeah, so this will just be adding where you do, what is this, when you built those houses, that particular board, number 6, now it's going to have this off to the side, another place where you can put worshipers and actually move up on your orange temple. Because other than that, I think this is the only other way to move up on the orange track is to place a worshiper here, and where it says you can move up on any, it also includes the orange. So I think it's just these 2 spaces that you can actually move up on the orange temple. Okay. And let's see, well, this one was, got another guy here. Okay, yeah, so this is the board. This is going to get set off to the side, I think, and it's going to just kind of hold a lot of pieces on it. Let's keep on going. Here we go. Here's where we get into probably the main module, if you will, and that is where you can pick out who you wants to be. And looks like you can do it randomly. Holy moly, look at that. Quetzalcoatl, serpent god of life, light, and wisdom. And then it's got some information on what it does for you, and what, oh, and also so what you can't do. You may never claim non-mask discovery tiles. Interesting. Definitely, you know, gets you moving in a certain direction there. And all right, these are good looking Good looking tiles. Very big too. Those are pretty solid sized gizmos there. So there's a set of those. There's another set. Gorgeous looking art. And I think we're down to our last little bit there. Okay. And then here, so here are the seasons tiles, I guess, where you'll be, this will affect one eclipse. And I guess this one in particular decreases the amount of food you have to spend at the end of that eclipse. Oh, it does change too. The numbers, 1, 2, 3, and 4. It used to be 4 and 5 were the higher paid ones. I think we're there. That's the end of that. And that's going to be the late Preclassic period, the expansion for Teotihuacan. I am pretty excited to dig into it. I'm all set up. I think I'm going to get busy. I appreciate you watching. And until next time, I'm Board Game Rants. I'm out. Okay, a little bonus footage here. I actually set this up with all of the modules. It says just start with 1 or 2. Nope. All of them with Teotibot. All 5 modules here. Got them set up. Turns out that, yes, these guys, the worshippers, do belong on the temple tracks. It makes sense. I was thinking, oh, yeah, no, maybe they go, like, on one of these spots. But that wouldn't make any sense. You got to keep track of the number on the die. So maybe I'll bust in each time I reach a new module, just to show you what it looks like. So it's worth noting, there's 10 different characters you can pick for players, 6 different ones for Teotibot, and I did hand pick them. You're supposed to pick them kind of randomly, but for ease in trying to do all these modules at once, this one's easy to implement. This one's easy to implement. It's Palutal. Oh, heavens. Yeah, probably easier to implement than it is to pronounce these. This is Anne, and this is Sue. Here we go. Yeah, because of Anne's power here, I can take this, place it here, and I only have to pay 1 cocoa to implement that action. Love it. All right, let's go ahead and scooch over. Take advantage of this. Do a little worshiping in the orange temple. So we move up our little worshipper. And we get to level up somebody. I think I'm going to level up my guy over here to 4. And you can see on this track, as you move up, these little dots, 1 dot, 2 dots, 3 dots, represent, we've got these little extra markers over here. And once I hit here, I get to pick one of these abilities. This allows me to take, like right here, instead of spending a cocoa to grab this, I just didn't choose to do that. I'll be able to do both the worship actions at no additional cocoa cost. Here, it'll cost 1 less cocoa to do one of the resource gathering boards, 2, 3, or 4. Up here, like here, so Teotibot just starts off. It doesn't even go up the track. It just says to put the worshipper for Teotibot on the bonus tile. That means just going to score 15 points at the end of the game. So boom, just implementing this board, 15 extra points for Teotibot. And this little marker here starts with that. It says every time Teotibot ascends, starts with a level 2 instead of level 1 worker. So, but these are going to be available to me as I move up this track as well. And then up here, you get some pretty strong eclipse scoring bonuses. You get to score, your house as if you're 2 further up on the dead track thing there. You get to score your mask as if you have 1 more. So there's going to be cool things and bonuses I'll be able to take advantage of here too. Get to enjoy the benefit of this new board here. Placing that. Oh, I got to spend my cocoa. But now I get to not only build out there, but I also get to unlock a worker for free, which my fella over here, cha-ching. Oh, that is sweet. Ew, and I got a nice little cocoa gathering party coming up. But first and foremost, I get to build chunk pyramid out here. Here we go. I think you're going to go right there. Interesting. Just pop this guy here, and actually spent the cocoa and grabbed the tile that was there. But that allows me to move up on this track. This little guy here says I can take and move a unlocked worker back 1 or 2 spaces. So I can take one of these guys and move them here or here instead of advancing forward and kind of reset. Maybe help collect some gold a little more effectively or something. Interesting. And I'm working my way up. Got my first power. So at the end of that first eclipse there, this didn't do me much good there as far as feeding my guys. They were all low. Teotihuacan gets to add another power here. So from now on, after the scoring, or for scoring the next eclipse, it gets to score as if he's too higher on that track. Not cool, man. It's a pretty tight race. There we are at 23 to 24. And I doubt that I'm ever going to get to this. I think I'm going to be spending my gold mainly on these advancements here, this game. But this is pretty cool. This is very similar, though, to when you were adding decorations before. You can gather this gold first to help you reduce the cost of adding a decoration. And then, of course, unlocking workers, etc. So hopefully that gives you just a quick little rundown. If you've never played solo and you're interested in learning, I've done a full tutorial on how to play using the Teotihuacan solo variant. It might be worth checking out because it is a bit of a doozy to wrap your head around, but that video should help you out. Again, thanks for watching, and I will see y'all later.